11 Fun mobile games when you have no internet or data. Mobile data plans are steadily growing more popular. But there's a big trade-off: limited data usage. Even so-called unlimited data plans often have hidden caps, restrictions, and speed throttling. This huge inconvenience is why it's important to install some fun mobile games that don't require internet or use data. Unfortunately, most mobile games can't be played without an internet connection or data. We've done some of the heavy lifting for you. Here are the best mobile games that don't use data and don't need internet to play. Picross Touch is one of many implementations of nonograms. A simple logic puzzle game that's kind of like a mix between sudoku and pixel art. You're told how many cells are filled in along each row and column, and how many of those cells are consecutive. Once all the proper cells are filled in, the result is an image. It's engaging and surprisingly addictive. Duet is a beautifully simple and elegant game. It's one of those games you can play with only one hand if necessary. Basically, you control a blue ball and a red ball, but the synchronized, so by moving one, you also move the other. Your goal is to dodge obstacles and keep both balls alive. One collision is all it takes to go splat. If you've ever played the pandemic Flash game, then you'll love Plague Inc. The concept is the same: your goal is to spread the plague, infect the world, and bring humanity to an end. It sounds like it would be easy. But this is a strategy game at its core, not so difficult that you'll want to give up. But it definitely offers enough of a challenge to keep you playing. If you've never played Pixel Dungeon, then you've been missing out. It's probably the best introduction to the roguelikes on Android genre. In short, it's a lightweight RPG with randomly generated levels, items, and monsters. This means that no two playthroughs are ever the same. It's unique every time, so it'll be a long time before you get bored of playing this one. You may know Unblock Me by its real-life counterpart, Rush Hour. The setup is simple: you have a 6x6 grid of blocks that can only move in the direction of their length. Your goal is to get the red block out of the grid. It's a puzzle game, obviously, and it's harder than you might expect, but in a fun way. It really pushes you to think outside of the box, and each victory is quite satisfying. Doodle Jump is a never-ending vertical jumper. In contrast to a lot of popular endless runner games, Doodle Jump feels less frantic and chaotic. Instead, it's immensely fun and addictive. Your goal is to climb each level as high as you can go. Just make sure you don't fall or collide with any enemies. There are lots of unique obstacles that pose a challenge, but also many power-ups to help you out. Mini Metro might just be the most relaxing strategy game ever made. Ever wanted to be a subway network planner, trying to maximize passenger pickup, drop-off efficiency while chilling to the calm, rhythmic booping of ambient sounds? Then this is the game for you. I'm a huge fan and think everyone should try it at least once. Thomas Was Alone is a game for the history books. At least as far as indie game development culture is concerned. Not only does it try something new and succeed at it, but it reminds us that video games can be art. Simply put, Thomas Was Alone is excellent. The price tag is a steal for a game like this. Looking for a tough game that doesn't treat you like a child? Super Hexagon is that game. It's really simple but really hard. In fact, it's one of the hardest games available today. The average player loses the first game in 3 seconds. What's great about Super Hexagon is that it's hard but it's fair. Every loss is your fault. And that just makes you want to try again. With enough practice, everyone can eventually beat this game, assuming they don't give up first. The Bloons series started as a Flash game in 2007 that exploded in popularity and eventually led to one of the most popular tower defense games on the planet. Bloons TD6 Precious few games can rival the sheer amount of fun that this game offers. Sorcery 3 is the third installment in the Sorcery Epic Fantasy Adventure series. This series is a healthy mix of exploration, combat, and storytelling. If you're a fan of fantasy, you owe it to yourself to give it a try. You can play Sorcery 3 without having played the first two, but if you're a completionist, Sorcery Android, iOS, and Sorcery 2 Android, iOS. The next time you're caught without any internet or data, or if you just want to have fun without worrying about data usage, these fun mobile games will keep you company. No problem. These best offline games for Android are from all genres, including strategy, puzzle, racing, and more. No internet required. Text source, makeuseof.com.